Alright, so this video I'm saying that I've lost my patience. Now, at the beginning phases of FMK, the beginning phases of my expression on the internet, if you look at the earlier videos, you may see that I'm a lot more calm, maybe a little more timid, maybe more shy, not able to express myself as freely as I am now. Basically more yin, and then now I'm a lot more yang. Before I even made videos on YouTube, I was really, patient. Very whole lot of things in, and just basically just like more calmer. I didn't fight as much as far as verbally. I barely would fight. You know what I'm saying? But I think I went through a lot of life changes, and I'm not the same as I was. Now, does that mean that I'm not a spiritual person anymore? Does that mean I'm a bad person? Well, some people may judge me and say that it makes me worse, or some people may judge me and say that I'm no longer a good person, or I'm not like wise, or I'm not like other sages and things like that, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They have their idealism, but for me, I look at my life and my life circumstances, and it really made me to become this way. And it just led up to it. Living most of my life, holding most of everything inside, and not really expressing myself immediately. It bottled up a lot of things, and then things would start exploding. But now, it's more like I kind of express myself right away based on how I feel at that moment. And if I explode, I'll explode at that moment right there. I'm not going to bottle it up. I'm just going to explode right there. And like, basically being married to someone like Jenny too, where she's very extroverted and she's very like, quick talking, and very like, she overwhelms you, with her verbal and her like expression, and she could be very aggressive with the way that she approaches, aggressive and direct with the way that she speaks, and she'll like say things with a certain tone of voice that would, you would feel anger and frustration. And basically, like, living with her for 10 years and dealing with that for 10 years is a strong contributing factor to why I am the way that I am today. Constantly like living with somebody who's just so like maybe so forceful with her expression had in a way kind of turned me that way too. But I also noticed a huge difference too when we started to have a lot more kids. She had started to have less and less patience. Just basically having all these kids and dealing with all these responsibilities, and kids running around doing all these things they shouldn't be doing. Putting themselves in danger, getting themselves in a position where they could be hurt. It made her less patient, and it basically, through time, it made me a lot less patient. Having 5 kids, and then having a wife that's very extroverted and very forceful in her speaking and her language, and then experiencing like racism through my life, experiencing racism in my former employment, and just dealing with that. It just made me into a person where I just have less patience for people. You know what I'm saying? And I get basically pissed off more easily. Before, I wouldn't get mad that easily, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm getting like a little bit more mad quicker. You know what I'm saying? And is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? A lot of people will judge me negatively. But the thing is, I started my life, I started my life with a temper, but I was more like shy and reserved. And then I learned to calm that temper, and I still remain like more reserved. Now this is the first time in my life where I'm being a lot more expressive. You know, now I feel that I can control my temper. I can. And I can control my expression. But I see that other people, when they have a bullying mentality, I don't want to give in to that, because I'm like, you know what, this is not right. Because I gave in to so long in my life that I wasn't happy with that. So meaning, people would bully me with their language, and then now I just come right back at them. Now, I don't view it as a negative thing, but other people would. You know what I'm saying? They would expect you to take the verbal abuse or whatnot, or whatever the case may be. But for me, I don't know. I'm fighting back verbally a lot now, and whether or not I calm back down, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just being honest with my expression right now. And there obviously are the drawbacks. There's a lot of people that turn away from me, but I'm gonna see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just a different person now. You know, and regardless of how I am now or how I was in the past, there's always going to be people that like me and people that dislike me, regardless. You know, but I feel that, you know, I don't just like bully people for no reason. I mean, if they're gonna push their ego onto me, then I'm gonna come back hard at them with my ego. That's just what I'm doing. And I'm gonna do this as long as I feel like I want to. You know, and if I feel like being calm, I'll be calm. But I feel that I'm like in a way kind of like in a fight mode right now. Like people are attacking me with their ego, and then I attack them back with my ego. You know, and maybe this is a phase that I'm going through. It's not necessarily the healthiest thing, but at the same token, as I stated before, suppressing everything is not the healthy thing either. You know, and basically letting people run over you is not a good thing. You know, so I feel that a lot of times you gotta put people in check, and basically people that disrespect you, then hey, you know, you can disrespect them right back. That's how I play the game now. Before they disrespect me, I walk away, I ignore it, things like that. But now, disrespect me, I disrespect you then. You know what I'm saying? And I might disrespect you harder than you disrespected me. And then you don't want to mess with me no more. So that's pretty much how it's going. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I pretty much have a mentality where I don't want to stereotype, but you see a lot of blacks that are like more forceful, more intimidating, where if you mess with them, they're going to come at you. And then people get a little afraid to mess with them. Well, I'm not like that type where I want you to be intimidated, but at the same time, I want you to know that you shouldn't be messing with me. I might be nice, you know, I might, you know, be a giving person, but don't mess with me. Don't push my buttons. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, make sure that you are aware that, hey, you know, I will fight back. I'm not a pushover. That's pretty much how it is. You know, and that's my new way of living right now. And whether or not, you know, whether or not I'm going to change or I'm going to stay this way, I don't know. I'll see through time. But that's how I am, man. You know, and I don't view it as a negative thing. I think that, hey, you know, learn how to defend yourself is an important thing. not just physically, but you know, argumentatively and verbally on a verbal level. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it.